we have story time. So I'm gonna let Elijah take the floor in this.
All right. So the other day I was hanging out with one of my best friends. He was telling me about, oh yeah, I saw a wrestling thing on TikTok. It was about this guy who, whenever they jump off the top rope, he just nopes and walks away. But he was having problems with the name, and he was like, "Oh, I can't remember the name." Like, I think, and before I could even correct him, because he told me that, and I was about to say, "Oh yeah, it's Samoa Joe." Like, I really like that dude. He's an awesome wrestler. Da 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 da. He goes, "Yeah, I forgot the name. I think his name is."
Welcome back, everyone, from the Tag Me In podcast. This is episode number 6. We are still here. We have not been canceled yet. If anyone is here on YouTube, we appreciate it. We hope you hit that subscribe button. We also, if we have any new viewers, we appreciate you checking us out. Give us a look on our YouTube, also on social media. If you're also on Spotify, follow us on there as well. My name's Devin. We have our boy Zach B. How we doing, man?
Doing all right. Excited to get into it. We got our predictions on today's episode for the upcoming Backlash. I'm very excited about that. Hopefully I continue this winning streak I got over you two.
Winning streak? No, we're tied. No, don't do this.
I have the best record. I sit at the top of the leaderboard with the best record.
Okay, whatever. Sure. And then we had the guy that's in last place, the legend himself, Big Red. What's up, man?
It's not about how you start, it's how you finish. And I will end both of you.
We're already starting off on this right now. It's okay. I'm tied for first. I don't care what anyone says. And yes, you started terrible, very terrible. We'll get into predictions later.
That's a winning record. All right.
Sure, whatever.
I made the playoffs. If this is football.
Okay. Listen, we'll talk about the predictions later, but of course, every show we start off with icebreakers. To any of our new viewers, we do icebreakers every week. One of us asks a question to the other two, and the other two have to come up the top of the dome, that answer for themselves. So, of course, this week we got Zach starting off with the icebreaker. So, Zach, I'll let you have the floor, buddy.
So this week's icebreaker isn't necessarily like something to make you think a lot. I kind of just want like an instant reaction type feel. So with everything going on with the draft this past week and all of the movement of all these superstars going to different brands and whatnot, it got me to thinking, what brand do I associate this wrestler with? So for example, when I hear the name John Cena, my brain instantly thinks of Monday Night Raw. So I'm going to name off 5 wrestlers that I want.
What the heck is happening?
I want instant reaction. What brand do you think of when you hear this name? I'll start with Devin. When I say Triple H, what brand do you think of?
Raw.
Monday Night Raw?
Monday Night Raw. Before John Cena, there was Triple H.
Is it Raw as well for you? Well.
Yeah, especially like 06 DX, just with the Raw background and just fucking da-dum. Yeah.
All right, Eli, over to you. You can leave this one off. Undertaker.
SmackDown.
Devin?
Yes, SmackDown as well.
Okay. Chris Jericho. Devin.
Oh, Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, that's... I'd say Raw. Yeah, at the end of the day.
Okay. Sami Zayn. Eli?
Ooh.
NXT.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. I was just thinking Raw or SmackDown, but that's a good one. You know what? I'll go a little different. I'll have to say Raw.
I was fishing for that NXT answer, Eli. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, no, that was a good one. That was a really good one.
Last one, boys. Trish Stratus.
Trish Stratus. Oh, man. I mean, yeah, Monday Night Raw as well.
SmackDown.
Yeah, SmackDown?
Really? See, I'm glad we finally had one that was different.
Yeah,
because when she debuted with, not debuted, but when she was with Tess and Albert TNA, they were SmackDown.
No, that's very true. But I think
said,
what's up?
Like I said, not a big thought-provoking discussion type, just kind of like right off the top of your head. I thought that would be a pretty fun exercise with all the superstar movement we've had.
I feel warmed up.
Oh yeah,
There we
that's that was actually kind of interesting to me. I was like, dang, like we're just kind of going off there, but of course we're gonna go right into it because the draft was this weekend. Well, technically, yeah, Friday and then Monday as well. To kind of just go over it, like I mean, the draft is a little different. If anyone remembers back in the days, they would actually have Raw versus SmackDown, and whoever wins they will have like say like SmackDown wrestler wins, they get to pick a wrestler from Raw and take him pretty much. I actually like that to be honest, but now it's a little different. It's actually very different. What am I talking about? There's just
Yeah.
The
I'm not gonna
draft-
lie. Like, I
Go
wish
ahead.
they bring that back where it's like, oh, Raw versus SmackDown wrestler, whoever wins the match gets to pick for their brand.
When I think of the draft, it seems to change every couple years, the way that they do the draft. But my draft memory is the randomizer when they would just go to the Jumbotron and it would
Oh,
have
yeah.
oh
it would
yeah.
just cycle through all of the wrestlers and whoever's face it popped up on is who went to the other brand. I remember when John Cena got drafted twice. He got drafted to
Yeah, he had
SmackDown and then he got drafted back to Raw because of the randomizer. That's what I think of when I think of the draft.
Oh, dude, it was so good. It's like it was the excitement of like, oh, like SmackDown, who's gonna win SmackDown or Raw? Who's gonna like get all these wrestlers? And it wasn't even like drafting, it was more like trades or like you're just stealing someone. So it
Yeah.
was still interesting though, like because they were mixing it all up. So like I like how they did it with John Cena. Didn't they do it with like Triple H as well? Or was it just John Cena?
They've done
I'm
it
not
with a few
sure.
people.
I do. There were definitely a few. I do remember. Remember when the commentators got drafted? I think it was Jr. Jr. got drafted to SmackDown and Mike Cole over to Raw.
Yeah, they were all
And
shocked, like, oh my gosh.
I'm pretty sure I read a story somewhere that was like a genuine reaction. Like they didn't know that was going to happen.
I
So
was about
their
to say that.
reaction.
Damn redactive.
Yeah.
I was about to say that they did not tell JR that he was getting moved to SmackDown, and he was fucking pissed.
He was shoot mad.
He
Like,
was
oh,
shoot
very
I would
mad.
have been
fucking
mad too.
Yeah.
Him and
Um,
JR are like a great combination. Like it actually like it's like they shouldn't be together, but they should be together.
Yeah.
So that was kind of weird.
The way that this new era that they keep talking about, I'm getting a lot more of a sports broadcast vibe from every aspect of it, from the intros into the arena, before Raw like actually kicks off. They're taping these people walking into the arena, the production, the backstage shots. It gives you this type of feeling of like you feel like you're there. You feel like you're seeing something that you're not supposed to be seeing, that there's actually a world where these wrestlers live and not just an in-ring product, and you get to see more access to different kinds of things. I say all that to say the way that they're doing the draft now, where they're coming out to the podium, reading off of a card, it makes it feel like more of a sporting event rather than just a wrestling show, if you will.
I think it's cool. I like the way they kind of do it, like how they have like you said, like it's a sports broadcast, but like you have the wrestlers coming out from the locker rooms all the way out to the ring. It's actually pretty cool, and like I like the Jay and Sammy one. Literally, it's one take. That's what's so impressive about it. Like this is live and it's one take, all the way from the ring to the outside, then back to the ring. So it's very impressive how they're doing it, and it looks so clean too.
Yeah.
All right, so let's real quick to anyone that's confused about the WWE draft. So they just did like if like the NFL draft happened, they just announced like they just went like Raw selects this guy or this woman in the first round. So it's not the most exciting thing in the world. It's just like something simple. A lot of people complain because there's not that much wrestling, but more like the draft. Like that's the whole point. It's the draft. So
you know what
it's
you signed up for.
yeah. And then guess what? They're going right back to wrestling. So chill out. Like it's so annoying. So we're gonna get into our our favorite part. So we're going to be doing something a little different. We're going to be doing our favorite draft picks that stayed on one of the brands, and then we're going to do favorite wrestlers that got switched, and then our favorite NXT wrestler that got called up. The three of us have each one. So I'm going to start off with the draft pick that stayed on the brand. So I say, because a lot of them I think it was great choices for them, like them to stay. But if I had to say one person, it would be CM Punk, and that's just, this guy has been off for a couple months, but he came back Monday night, and dude, the crowd went insane, and he has that feud with Drew, and there's probably way more wrestlers now and on the Raw roster, he can still have a great feud with and put food on the table. Like, that's how good CM Punk is. CM Punk is a draw. Like, I mean, he would have done great in SmackDown, but just him and Drew having that feud, like, it was smart for them to keep CM Punk on that roster. And this is probably just me being so biased because I love CM Punk. I'm so glad he's back. He only had like one real match and he got hurt, but like, it's still like, it's CM Punk. He's getting chanted on other shows. Like, that's how good this guy is. So that's my pick. I'm actually going to switch it down to now Zach with his pick.
My pick for favorite wrestler to have stayed on the same brand. Kind of cheating here. I'm a little 2 for 1 here. Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill staying on SmackDown, I think, is my favorite wrestler to stay on the same brand. I think that it's very important for Jade to kind of be not carried, because I feel like Jade's very talented in her own right, but to put her alongside another megastar, the level of Bianca Belair, we can kind of slowly introduce her to the wider audience and like really get to know her, and it's more of a gradual build rather than the squash matches that she was doing, a few weeks ago against the Chelsea Greens of the world. So I really enjoy the fact, not so much that they went to SmackDown. I don't really care what brand any wrestler's on, if I'm being honest, but I'm glad that they kept those two together.
That's actually a good one. I'm waiting for Bianca heel turn on Jay.
Never gonna get it. You're never gonna get it, brother.
You don't think it's gonna happen?
No, Bianca's a forever face.
Forever face.
She's a great heel. She's a great heel. Don't get me wrong.
So Jade will do the heel turn, you think?
Who says they have to break up?
Me.
I mean,
Me. Yeah,
I get it.
Partners aren't they can't last. Partners can never last.
Yeah, you're right.
Elijah knows. He saw DIY break up.
I see Bianca Belair
Twice.
I see Bianca Belair in the same light as we view John Cena. Just
That's
super over, kids adore her, just forever face. And she is too much of a draw to turn heel.
No, that's fair.
In my opinion.
That's fair. I think Jade would be a great heel. I just think maybe I'm thinking maybe because she's so over, Jade's so over, I can see that probably. That's just me. I'm gonna take off the hat. I'm sorry. I'm not a booger. What are you talking about? All right, Elijah, who was your pick?
All right, I'm gonna say, and again, this is kind of cheating because you brought up the CM Punk thing, but I'm gonna say my favorite, if I'm being 100% honest, is Drew McIntyre. Now, obviously, that CM Punk feud is going to feed families for generations. Like it.
Oh yeah.
I am so excited. It's honestly my favorite feud in WWE at the moment. Like, it is so good, especially with like Punk getting more and more healthy as time goes by. Like, he's going to be in-ring ready here pretty soon. And when that happens, oh my God, it's going to be
insane.
Cook. No, absolutely. But also on top of that, Drew has a lot of potential other feuds, whether if they get mixed into the CM Punk feud or whatever the situation is, because he also has him trying to go back for the world title fighting. Shut up.
Okay.
Shut up.
It's okay, buddy. It's okay.
The world title fighting bisexual Undertaker Damian Priest, and I also he has just like a lot of potential.
Poor Priest, bro. He's just trying to be out there and be a champion.
I like Damian Priest. I love his character. But he called it that, and I was like, nah, there ain't no way.
Oh,
But see what I mean? Drew
awesome.
said that, and then that's another storyline just waiting to happen when Drew returns from injury.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And on top of that, you also have when Seth comes back, because Seth is still on Raw as well.
Yep.
So there's that storyline, whether if they actually team up or they continue to feud more, or whatever the situation is. There's just so many avenues that this can go that I'm like, yeah, Drew is literally in the perfect place. I'm glad that they didn't change him at all.
Real quick, shout out to Drew. He just got signed this weekend as well.
Yeah. Oh,
Which
yeah.
is
He's corporate champion. The
he's
Rock
corporate
announced
champion.
it. It's corporate champion right there.
Well, it's well deserved. We've been waiting for this for forever. Like, why was it taking so long? But they got it done, and I'm just happy to see that. Now the next one I believe is the favorite draft pick to switch brands. I'm gonna switch it up and go let Zach go first.
All right. Kind of an under the radar one, but one that I'm very excited. My favorite draft pick to have switched brands was the Final Testament. So
I have that on my
includes
list
Karrion
too.
Kross, Karrion Kross, the Authors of Pain, Paul Ellering, and Scarlett. Don't forget about Scarlett. I'm so excited to see them on Monday Night Raw. So I was during the Bobby Lashley Street Profits feud. I was out. I was not interested. Didn't want anything to do with it really. I think that them going over to Monday Night Raw, the 3-hour show, we will get a better chance to really sink our teeth into the Final Testament, give them a chance. And what we have to remember as well is under this Triple H rule, we have to let factions build. We have to. Can't give up on them early because every faction that Triple H has built has not started well, but by the end of it, we're all in love with it. I think of Judgment Day, Damage Control, just those are a couple off the top of my head, but this move for the Final Testament moving over to Monday Night Raw, where they have more time to cook, more screen time, I'm very excited to see these guys over on Monday Night Raw. And Scarlett. Guys, and Scarlett.
Scarlett.
Can't forget about Scarlett.
Give me more Karrion Kross, man. Give me more of his promos. He's so good on the mic. Give the guy the mic.
Yeah, good on the mic, good in the ring. I'm gonna save my rant for later.
Yeah, he was ready. He was ready to get on our biggest rant of all time.
Yeah.
It's okay, buddy. Calm down. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, we good.
There we go.
Jesus starts going off. All right. Go ahead, Elijah. Who was your pick?
So my favorite brand switch is actually a team. And Zach kind of preemptively said it. It's DIY. Oh, no, that was Devin. Or was it Zach? I can't remember.
I think it was you, for being honest.
Yeah.
No, someone brought up DIY breaking up, but no. They're not going to break up.
Oh, that was me. That was me.
Yeah. They're not breaking up.
Well, no, I didn't say they would break up. I said that you saw them.
You've seen
them have been broken up a couple times.
Yeah, twice.
Twice.
But no, DIY switching is really, really good for them because it gives them more competition, obviously. But a side note, Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell also switch brands, so they are now all on SmackDown. That has potential to go somewhere because we had Ciampa kind of like teasing turning heel when he wouldn't shake Awesome Truth's hands or anything like that, and Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell are already turning heel. Like they're not fully turned, but they're getting there.
Yep.
So if we had The Way again, plus Austin Theory's on SmackDown, so that would be pretty cool to bring it back to.
Who cares?
If they bring back like some form of The Way,
Every
that
week.
could be really
Every
good
week.
because like if they all had like tag titles one day. Like this is like dream booking. I'm not saying it's even going to happen. Just the storylines within itself. Because if DIY stays face and they kind of goes like, oh, like Johnny goes to Candace and is like, why are you doing this stuff? Like that's not how you do it, and like that's not who we are, and like that whole story. Like there's just so much potential in there that I can see it cooking up something really good.
I just want to let you know I was not trying to say anything about Austin Theory this whole episode, and now here's Elijah getting me started up with this guy.
Bringing Grayson Waller to the way.
I'm okay with Grayson Waller.
Team?
I like Grayson. I like Grayson, man. It's a nice
And
partner.
Austin Theory,
bro. I gotta figure out why, dude. I have to go back. Why I do not like this guy? There has to be something in the back of my head.
Because you are just a hater. You pick one guy and you're like, oh, I hate this guy. What do you do wrong? I don't know, but I hate him.
Maybe
He'll never be redeemed.
Maybe because he beat John Cena in front of all those kids.
They were asking for it, bro. What do you want?
Maybe. Oh no. All right. So mine's like my pick is very like an underrated guy. Like no one would like even see this. I say Giovanni Vinci going to SmackDown. Now he got absolutely dog walked last week. Like boy died. Let's just say that he died. He died. I hope he's okay.
Ludwig Kaiser. Just to interrupt you there, that man, he doesn't get the shine that he deserves because he's directly under Gunther. He's such a good worker. Ludwig Kaiser is a very, very good worker. I'm excited for his eventual singles run. Sorry, go on.
Oh no, you're good. No, I hope he does well too, man. But with Giovanni, the thing is, like, it might not seem like he's gonna do anything, but maybe like his whole like thing as like being on Imperium, like he was the enforcer, like kind of like how Solo is for Roman in the Bloodline. He didn't talk, he just fight. That's all he did. Maybe Triple H has something up his sleeve to where he's gonna help build his character up, especially after what Ludwig did to him. And we'll see if he becomes like a mid-carder, starts getting a good run in SmackDown. I hope so. I mean, there has to be more than why, because it's just weird how he gets kicked out of Imperium and then just goes to SmackDown. There has to be something more into it. So I'm hoping that does happen. I swear I don't want to be wrong for this.
I mean, he also had a really good run in NXT before he joined Imperium as well. He actually had a pretty good character, so hopefully he brings that back.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
him and Ludwig had the NXT tag team titles, right? At one point.
Yeah, but that's when he was with Imperium. This was before Imperium.
True. Oh,
this
NXT
was
2.0.
before then.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's a small bright spot. I'm not gonna lie, because no, he had the NXT run, joined Imperium, then NXT 2.0 happened. I think I have my timeline right. Then he was on his own for a little bit, and then Imperium pretty much got back together for the main roster.
Okay.
If I got my timelines correct.
Like I said, I hope he does well. I really hope he does. All right, and for the last one, we're going to pick our favorite NXT call-ups. I mean, there's a lot of guys and women that got called up this weekend, and it was some of them were like, I want to say shockers, but it was just awesome to see them get called up and the reactions. I couldn't tell if that was like they're for real reactions or just like, oh, this is just kayfabe, and I had to act like I'm surprised I got called up. You know, it was cool to see how they did it.
I believe they were real. I believe they were genuine reactions.
Like, I think they're real too.
The big name ones, they obviously knew that they were going to get called up, but like I think that they were still genuine reactions. They didn't know where they were going. I don't think.
I feel like two of them though. What's up?
Well, I was gonna say because like even with like Dijak, like of course hopped out the ring, but he was smiling. Dijak's character doesn't fucking smile, so that's what makes me believe. Like, he was actually like genuinely happy.
Yeah, a lot of them were pumped up. Yeah, it had to be real, maybe, because those were just awesome reactions. But Elijah, I'll let you go first. Who was your favorite call up?
Oh, so I was bouncing between two names here because I'm pretty sure whoever I say, the other man's gonna get the other one, and then whoever goes last, that's tough luck.
Yeah.
If I have to say my favorite, I'm gonna have to go with Carmelo Hayes.
Screw you, bro. Use my first one.
The only reason I say that is because he, like I told you guys, like he's gonna be future champion one day, like give it a few years. But his work rate is just phenomenal, and heel Carmelo is a different beast within itself. There's so many stories that you can paint with that character, and even the match he had with Cody, like most of it was really, really, really good.
Yes.
And that's world champion Cody Rhodes. So I'm like,
That's
the
just
sky's the limit.
that shows you to your first. Well, he's had matches on SmackDown before, but your first night as an official SmackDown superstar, they put you in the main event against the world champion. Like that says so much. Like they see a bright future with Carmelo. Bright
Yeah,
future.
like I agree, because it's like he comes, literally gets drafted, looks at Cody and is like, "You're a bum. I'm taking your title." I'm like, "Yeah, give me this character. This dude's dope."
You're a bum.
Like, who's built like that? He is him.
He's
He's
him.
him.
He's
I'm
so
telling
him.
you, give it a few years. He's the world champion. A few years,
Melo's great,
3
man.
years max. I wouldn't be surprised if that happened even less.
Clip it.
Clip it. Oh man, that was a good one. All right. You know what? Since you want to take my first one, I'm gonna have to do this. I'm gonna have to pick Ilya Dragunov.
That was the other name.
Yeah. I mean, guys, we all knew this. We knew he was gonna lose the NXT Championship. We all knew he was going out. That guy's a dog. I remember the first time actually, so this is kind of funny. So the first time I watched a live match from him was at Zach's house, and it was the Great American Bash. And I was watching on his TV, and I'm just watching. I'm like, how is this guy not like up already? This guy is so talented. And then like you see matches back at if you go back and watch NXT UK, where he had a match with, it wasn't Gunther at the time, it was Walter. If I said that right, Walter. Walter. And they had bangers, man. Bangers. And it's like Dave Meltzer loved it. He loved those matches for sure. But like when him and Gunther have matches together, they put up bangers, and I'm pretty sure we're going to see them against each other at King of the Ring. But not just him, like also with Drew, in the future with Seth. Let's see, and Sheamus. The name goes on and on.
Man.
He can, dude.
Braun Breaker.
Dude, these names can go on and on and on. Ilya Dragunov he's the future, man. I say in a year and a half, this guy gonna have, maybe less than a year and a half, he's gonna have that IC title around his waist one day. And then maybe in the near future, he will be the face of this company because he's that good. He's that good.
I agree completely. You two definitely took the two best available answers. The NXT call-ups this year were great all around. Everybody that got called up, I felt like was a deserving call-up. Blair Davenport, just want to give a shout out to her.
Shout out.
Lyra Valkyria, both super deserving to come up. Dijak, obviously. Dijak is going to be on Monday Night Raw, by the way. Dijak is going to be so fun. If you go to an NXT PLE and you watch an old NXT PLE, if Dijak is on the match card, watch that match. Dijak is a moneymaker on PLEs, and him and Ivar are just going to have like a random 5-star match on a Monday Night Raw in the middle of June just for fun. Like Dijak he's amazing. I'm actually going to throw a bit of a curveball, and I cannot believe that this pick was not televised. Baron Corbin getting called back up to SmackDown.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was kind of shocked by
Such a
that.
good
by that.
pick. I am so excited to see Baron Corbin. He got sent down to NXT. That was probably the greatest thing that could have happened to his career. He completely revitalized himself down there. His in-ring is fantastic. His work on the mic is amazing, which it always has been. But his character development down there, and he plays his character where like he's technically heel, but he's like smart enough to know that he's playing a character in like a weird roundabout way. I'm very excited to see Baron Corbin back on the main roster. Like, give Baron Corbin a chance. I know that the name is not something that you love to hear. Give him a chance. He has completely done a 180 with his career. I'm very excited that he's back.
I really hope he brings back End of Days, because that is one of my favorite themes of all time. Not my absolute favorite, but what I'd say top 5 for me. I love that song.
A lot of talk about Def Rebel and theme songs lately. I'm pretty sure his current theme song is done by Def Rebel.
No.
His current theme song is also a banger. Give that one a chance.
Listen, Def Rebel needs to go.
Yeah. I don't really want to dive into that, because all of us wrestling fans feel the same way here. But
They get terrible.
Give Def Rebel credit where they deserve it. They have cooked up.
Yeah, there's some bangers.
There's some songs out there that they have cooked up that are absolutely immaculate. Roman Reigns is a Def Rebel song.
No, that's a good one.
And that's
a good
like
one.
one of the greatest entrances of all time. But
my favorite was like someone say, "How come all the like almost half their songs are like having the wrestlers say their name in the beginning?"
Yeah, I wish I could remember. I wish I could remember who said the tweet, but like it was one of the greatest tweets I've ever seen. Is like every entrance has a producer tag at the beginning to let you know who's coming out, and then it's like generic hip hop beat off GarageBand number 2. It's like every theme song is just that. It's just it's so accurate.
No, hold on. Tell me why. I know we have to move on, but there was one thing I saw online, and it was like if Def Rebel made Stone Cold Steve Austin's music.
Bro.
It's just,
Bro.
give me
It's
a
bad.
hell yeah. I'm like, no.
What?
Why?
Just random words in there. I was crying laughing.
The internet memes clowning Def Rebel are some of the best internet I've seen in a long time. All the generic theme songs, they're so funny.
Oh, it's so bad, dude. It's so bad. Like, and then like there's like nothing like cool about it. Like I said, like I don't have names in front of the music, like DIY, and then like they're spelling out for us. Yeah, or Naomi has to spell her name to us. I don't know, it's that dumb.
New Catch Republic is the worst by far. New Catch Republic. It's like, we get it. All right.
I have to move on. That's going to be a headache. This is going to be a headache.
Yeah, that's a 20-minute segment right there.
All right.
Yeah, for sure.
Real quick, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to predictions, but we have a little surprise for our boy, Zach. We have story time. So I'm going to let Elijah take the floor in this.
All right, so the other day I was hanging out with one of my best friends, besides you guys, and he was telling me about, oh yeah, I saw a wrestling thing on TikTok. It was about this guy who, whenever they jump off the top rope, he just nopes and walks away. Which, for those of you who don't know, is Samoa Joe. That's like one of his things to do. Fucking love that. But he was having problems with the name, and he was like, oh, I can't remember the name. Like, I think, and before I could even correct him, because he told me that, and I was about to say, oh yeah, it's Samoa Joe. Like, I really like that dude. He's an awesome wrestler, da-da-da-da. He goes, yeah, I forgot the name. I think his name is Maui Jim or something like that. He was serious. He was so serious.
That's so disrespectful.
So, Maui Jim is my favorite Bloodline member. I could be confused.
Maui Jim is diabolical.
He was so serious. He just remembered it was some Samoan Hawaiian descent, and the sticks over the chin, so he went Maui Jim.
Yeah, he had a nasty soul. He had a nasty rivalry with Honolulu Hank the other year.
Maui Jim. Maui Jim, one of the top 5 best wrestlers of all time. Who? You have John Cena.
awesome.
Randy Orton, like, I wouldn't be wrestling if it wasn't for Maui Jim.
I was gonna say Maui Jim is like something Bleacher Report would put on their fucking top 50 list. You have Undertaker over there. Brother, Maui Jim was the first one to do the Samoan drop-in. I was inspired. What?
That's insane.
Who is this guy? You don't know who Maui Jim? You don't know who Maui Jim is? He's the guy that was Underground Wrestling.
Underground Wrestling 1942 champion, Maui Jim. You don't know Maui Jim?
The original tribal chief.
The original. Yeah, you got Ric Flair. He was the man.
He's the one who taught me how to cut promos.
He was.
He has that Samoan tattoo like Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns, like, I am the tribal chief, and he just Maui Jim comes out. He's like, I want my leg back.
Maui Jim versus Roman Reigns, WrestleMania 41.
No. It's a triple threat match between The Rock versus Maui Jim versus Roman Reigns, bro. At WrestleMania 41.
It's insane.
Rene, bless your soul, bro.
That was my friend Rene. So
bless his soul.
Show's name.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Maui Jim.
I can't.
So I
can't.
to tell you that.
We had to keep the surprise from you, Zach, so we can see their reaction.
I'm so glad that just happened.
Oh my gosh. He told me the story a couple days ago. I'm crying still. This is the second time I heard this. I'm crying.
That's insane.
Maui Jim's my favorite fucking wrestler of all time. I'm creating him in 2K. As soon as I can.
Yo, once we all get 2K24, we're going to create Maui Jim and we're going to whoop people's ass online. We're whooping people's ass. He's going to be a heavyweight high flyer.
we got
That's
to
gonna be the
move
next
on.
Bloodline member. I swear
We
to
gotta
God.
move on.
Okay. Whew. Okay, we're good. We're good.
Devin, you're gonna have to cut some of these laughs, dude. You're gonna have to. Where are we at timestamp wise?
We're good. We're good.
3650. Oh my gosh.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're so sorry. But that's the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life. Okay. You're going to give me a minute. Okay. All right. I'm sorry. That's just too funny. Rene, come on, man. Okay. All right. Now it's on predictions. We have to get on predictions. Okay. This weekend is Backlash in France. We have only 5 matches. Only 5. There could be more. So if just in case there is more, we will announce it later this week on our social media, just so then everyone can keep up with it. Oh man, sorry, that was funny. All right, so to keep up with the standings, right now it is tied. Me and Zach are tied at 12-1, and then there's Elijah at 9-4.
Still a very good record. Very good record.
Yeah,
It's a good record. He's not wrong. He would have made the playoffs, but I mean, it doesn't look good when it comes to the end of the year when WrestleMania 41 and he's handing me the belt. It doesn't look good on him. So, you know.
Anyway.
Oh, sorry. My bad. Did I say that loud? I was sorry. My bad.
I'm getting Maui Jim on your ass, bro. He's going to spike you. He's gonna do the Maui maneuver.
Solo's like, he's the reason why I wrap my thumb with this. We have to focus. We're getting out of hand right now. Well, speaking of Solo, he is the first match.
There we go.
Solo
Good
Sikoa.
transition.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Too much. It's too much, man. All right. Gotta get back in it. Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga versus Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. The new tribal chief and Tama Tonga have been... Oh, sorry. My bad. Last thing I need Solo Sikoa to break that door open and give me this Simone Spike. So
Let me show you what Maui Jim taught me.
yeah, we have to stop.
Okay, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
See, we're guys. We have ADHD. We just like something happens, like just sound.
Welcome to Tag Me In, where we spend more time on Tag Me In on Maui Jim than we do on any other segment.
Oh, we're having fun. I don't care. We're having fun, man. All right, we gotta be serious. Come on, Big Red. Be serious about this, man.
Walk in.
Super serious.
Jeez,
Walk in.
this guy tells a story and just can't.
Derails the whole show.
I know. Man. All right, we're good. All right. Oh man. So yes, we have Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga versus Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. Now, the last couple weeks, pretty much after WrestleMania, we all know Roman's gonna be gone for a while, and Solo was pretty much saying like losing has consequences, and he took out his own brother Jimmy, and now Tama has taken his spot, and they're now going against Kevin and Randy. Kevin, don't know why, like it's kind of random how they were both involved, but pretty much like Tama Tonga like crashed into Kevin Owens' car. If y'all didn't notice, like that week of SmackDown, he was bleeding down his face, which is it's definitely a new era. We got blood. I love it. And then the next week, Kevin attacks Tama and Solo. Then Randy comes and helps out Kevin, and now we have a tag match. So, I'm just gonna come up with my first prediction. I think. Now, I was thinking like, oh yeah, Solo Sikoa and Tama have to win. Like, it will help them get over. But come on, it's Solo Sikoa. I'm gonna have Kevin Owens and Randy Orton get this win. I think that it's the start of a new storyline. Yes, it does not look good on Solo because he just keeps on losing. But maybe it will get in, like, you know what? Yeah, like, and then next we have a surprise new member, if I remember, Jacob Fatu.
Yes, sir.
Jacob Fatu will come in on Saturday and be the next new member of the Bloodline.
Will he be wearing a hoodie?
Oh my god!
Yeah, you already know.
He will.
You know what? If I get an extra point, yes, he was. No, okay. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised though, because that's what Tama did when he has his surprise appearance. So I wouldn't be surprised. That black hoodie better be in the Hall of Fame one day.
It will be.
It has to be. It has to be, right?
Sitting right next to the Spanish announce table.
Yep, and Maui Jim's at belt. Yeah.
Stop.
Gosh. Fucking.
That's gonna be Jimmy Uso's new name, bro. I swear to God.
Where's our money? Where's our half? Okay, no. Okay,
All right, I'm done.
I picked Zach.
All right. I'm pretty surprised that you're going with Randy Orton and Kevin Owens because I'm on the opposite side here. And it boils down to one simple phrase, Devin, and that is losing has consequences, which is pretty ironic coming from Solo, seeing as how in house shows and all that stuff, he's on like an 0-48 streak or something stupid like that.
Yeah.
But I don't think that you can run the storyline and not follow through on the losing has consequences. So I do believe that there will be interference. The only way that I can see Randy Orton and Kevin Owens winning this is with the interference of Jacob Fatu or some other Samoan that we are not aware of.
That's fair.
And by disqualification, I can see Randy Orton and Kevin Owens winning this, but I'm going to have to go opposite of you and go the Bloodline 2.0, Tama Tonga, and Solo Sikoa. What does MFT mean? Have we figured that out yet? No. MFT? What does that mean?
My friend Tama?
I don't know. I don't know.
Did I just figure that out? Did I crack the code?
That is what it is now. That is what it is now.
Mark this down. I figured it out, ladies and gentlemen. My friend Tama.
But yes, I will be going with Bloodline 2.0, Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga.
All right. Sorry, I just cracked the code.
There it is.
I did it. Oh, sorry. Okay, we're out of control right now. Go ahead, Big Red. What was your pick?
All right. My pick for who's going to win this match, I'm going to agree with Zach. It's probably going to be the Bloodline, just because it wouldn't make sense for them to debut such a surprising person and then have them lose in their first PLE. It just, I don't know, that doesn't make sense to me personally. Like, I can kind of understand the story, but at the end of the day, like, I don't think they would do that. I think Bloodline is going to win this. Plus, there might be a little bit of infighting between Randy and Kevin, and that could lead into its own storyline in the future as well.
They were just in a match against each other at WrestleMania. You got to think.
That's very true.
So
I mean, I see your guys' points. Like, I can see like interference probably with something like in helping them win. I'm thinking that like it might not happen, but then like that's when I think Jacob will make his appearance as after, and then it'll still have Bloodline, on top technically, even though they lost.
Sure.
So that's what I'm thinking. But I see where y'all coming from, because like the storyline wise, it wouldn't make sense if this dude's talking about losing has consequences and then he loses again. So I get where y'all coming from, but that's just what my gut feeling's saying. That's how I'm feeling. But hey, off to a great start, boys. Me and Zach finally didn't pick the same team.
I know.
Or wrestler.
Woo!
So high five, Zach.
First time in TMI history where you guys aren't piggybacking off one another.
We really didn't like this. I'm different. There. Now you two are the same. So
well, I picked something different from Zach in WrestleMania. So now
you did. Yeah. All right. We're off to a great start then. So next match now is the Women's Tag Team Championship with Kairi Sane and Asuka, and then they are going against Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. Now that's a feud that's been Damage Control has been having so many feuds with a lot of these women wrestlers since they started, and mostly with Bianca since they were drafted last year on SmackDown. So this is pretty much the end of their rivalry here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna let Zach actually make the first pick for this one.
So I quite literally do not see a world where Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill lose this match. I don't. So short answer, that's my winner, Bianca and Jade. We'll get into the reasoning. The way that Jade Cargill is being presented is just as this unbeatable, unstoppable force, just a dominant superstar who cannot be touched. And Bianca Belair is that already. She's a dominant woman, in the division, and she is always in line to win titles, and she's at the top of the card, always has been, always will be. So I think that they're going to win here, and the only downside I see to this is to call back to what we were talking about earlier with the draft, is they will eventually have to break up, because I realistically do not see a world where they lose these titles. This could be multi-year run with the tag titles, because you would literally, the way that Jade's being presented, you would quite literally need like Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley to team up in order to take these two down. Because I don't know if you guys saw, but during the draft, they were flashing like accomplishments and stuff on the side of each wrestler and like what they've done in the business. One of Jade Cargill's accomplishments was unstoppable force was one of her accomplishments. And it's like her generational talent. I'm sorry, I misquoted that. It said generational talent was one of her accomplishments. And just the way she's being presented, I don't see her losing in not her first PLE match. I'm sorry. But this is where the spotlight will be the biggest on her, I think. So I'm going to go with Bianca and Jade here.
Elijah, are you picking back on our boy Zach?
You goddamn right I am. But I'm not gonna lie, I almost picked the Kabuki Warriors because I would have a feeling that they would lose, or they would win by DQ, or lose by DQ, but retain the titles. I don't know what the logistics of those are for the standings, but I do agree it's going to be Bianca and Jade. Like it's the right time, I feel like. But I have a different reasoning. It's not that they're gonna hold these titles for like a year and do all this stuff. I think it would be the perfect way to start a Bianca Jade feud. Whoever is the face and heel, that is up for debate. I'm fine with either one of them turning. But I really like them winning the titles, holding on to it for a good amount of time. But then slowly that seed like unravels to the point where that feud would break out, whether if it was because of a championship or whatever the reasoning may be. Because me personally, I don't see Jade being a tag star for super long just because of how good she is. I feel like she definitely needs the spotlight, but on her own, not in a team. So that's what makes me want to think that yes, Bianca and Jade would win, and like they're gonna pretty much restart their winning streak that Jade had in AEW. But then eventually they'll lose the titles for one reason or the other, and it'll become a feud within itself.
Boys, this is a sweep. This is a sweep. I mean, I think the writing's on the wall already. Like with the way they have Jade Cargill as the star, and also Bianca Belair is a superstar. So I just see them winning it. And Zach has a good point. Like, what other tag team is going to beat them? It would have to be like Chelsea Green and Piper Niven, but like it would be like a hiccup.
Yeah, in a very backhanded way.
Yeah.
Like they accidentally fall on top of somebody who's knocked out, or one of those type things.
And that would be like a future, like that's when they would lose the titles, and that's probably where someone does a heel turn. But like that's future booking. And Jade Cargill is a star in the making, and this is her start. This is how she's going to get started. Her and Bianca together, and also she's still learning, but she has someone like Bianca who is helping her along the way, and they're both, oh my gosh, they're jacked. It's unbelievable. They can mess up anyone. That's why I'm like, I think it'd be a great match. I just don't see them, the Kabuki Warriors, winning at all. Just don't see it. Nothing against them. I think they're a great tag team, but then they're going to move over to Raw, so that's the end right there. Always a rivalry has to end. Always, I feel like, with the good person winning. I feel like, isn't that the whole point of like good versus bad? The story always ends with
not always, but
some of them do end with
the
bad person winning. But like maybe I'm just seeing it differently. So, but I like Jade and Bianca winning. So we got a sweep there,
clean sweep,
which is, I mean, it's fair enough. All right, now we got the World Heavyweight Championship. We have Damian Priest, bisexual Undertaker.
There we go. Now I know who you're talking about.
Oh yes. You're like, who are we talking about? Oh, bisexual. Okay.
Oh yeah, that guy's champion. Yeah.
Versus main event Jey Uso. Hey. Oh, sorry.
For our audio listeners,
I can't wait.
He's yeeting everywhere, as McAfee would say.
Oh, dude, Pat McAfee's like the second best at yeeting. I love it. So as we all know, the last PLE was WrestleMania. Our boy Damian Priest cashed in against Drew McIntyre and won. This is his first ever world title defense. And of course against Jey Uso, who won in a number one contender match the night after WrestleMania. So far, like their last couple weeks, their feuds have been, fantastic. And also Damian with Rhea gone, his character's like gone up another level, saying, I am the leader of Judgment Day. I am that guy. I don't need anyone. And it's just like, oh man. So I'm expecting a really great match. Elijah, who you got winning this one?
I got Damian Priest, and just for the pretty simple fact that it would be way too early to end this title reign because there's so much left that he still has to do. Eventual Judgment Day breakup, because that story, you see the seam start to break, and I feel like it would be a mistake to take the title off of him. So, yeah, I got Damian Priest winning this.
Yeah, I also got Damian winning this. I love Jay, and I hope he does win a title very soon. It just right now for Damian, he has to win this. Like first title defense, you lose to Jey Uso. Yeah, yeah. We know you just had the biggest moment of your life last month. We're gonna take it away by you losing to Jey Uso. I just don't see that. I
You
do
lost
think
that title, huh? Fuck you. It's gone now. Congratulations. You played yourself. You fought.
It's like that character from South Park. Like, all right, here we're gonna get you the Money in the Bank briefcase. We're gonna call you Senor Money in the Bank, and you're gonna cash it WrestleMania, and it's gone.
And it's gone.
Wait, what? I just had it. Yep. And it's gone. Like that's that. I don't want that. That wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah,
So
I
I
get
got-
that reference.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You don't watch South Park. Anyone that watches South Park, you get it. Or if you don't, look it up. Look it up. But I got Damian Priest win this one. What about you, Zach? Is this a sweep?
I was on Damian Priest for the same line of thinking. Too early to end the title reign. A whole lot of story to tell Judgment Day. Then the draft happened. Why was Jey Uso Monday Night Raw's first overall pick?
Oh, we're doing this.
He
We're
is
doing this right now,
main
huh?
event Jey Uso for a reason. I think that Damian Priest is a transitional champion, but I also think Jey Uso would be a transitional champion himself. They're trying so hard to get this Jey Uso gimmick over, and I like Jey Uso, but it's all right. It's not
Oh, we
landing
have a hater.
fully
That's a
with
hater.
me.
That's a hater.
Love
Ooh.
Jey Uso. Don't get
Hater.
it twisted.
Nope,
Don't get
hater.
it twisted. Check back to the tag team draft. I was the one who put the Usos in draft. Okay,
Let's talk about Jey Uso in the tag team. We're talking about main event Jey Uso. Come on, man. Yeah.
Get back on track.
Okay.
I was on Damian Priest, and I do think there's a lot of story to tell between Finn Balor and Damian Priest and the eventual breakup of the Judgment Day, but I don't know that feud necessarily needs a title. I think I'm gonna go Jey Uso here. I'm gonna go Jey Uso. I
Wow.
was on Damian Priest. I was on Damian Priest all the way up
Wow.
until night one of the draft. And why would they make Jey Uso the number one overall pick? Like they gotta have something for him, you know. They got to.
I mean,
So I'm gonna
and
go-
you're not wrong. He will be champion, but like
I'm gonna go with
first
Damian
title
Priest.
defense?
Or
First
Jey Uso,
title
sorry.
def- Damn. All
gonna
right.
go with
No,
Jey
it's
Uso.
okay. It's okay. It's okay.
He
Remember that.
now that I'm
Remember
thinking
that.
about it, I'm still going Jey Uso, don't get it
Oh, I
twisted.
was about to say it's too late.
I'm
it's too
going
late.
Jey Uso. They've been really hammering home this "I don't need you" type beat from Damian Priest when it comes to the Judgment Day. I see somehow, some way, Finn Balor or Dominic or JD McDonough, somebody gets involved in that match and ends up costing Damian Priest the match.
If they do, I'll be so mad. I'll be so livid.
I don't know. I just got a
I'll be
feeling.
touching the air. Like I'm done. I can't do this anymore.
That
Well, when you have-
is shocking.
Yeah, it was very
Whenever
shocking.
you
I
have
thought we
a-
were going to sweep with that, but hey.
When you have a 3-game lead over last place, you can take risks like
Three-game
that.
lead? What are you? You have no 3-game lead. You are tied with me, buddy.
We have a 3-game lead over last
There,
place.
thank you.
That's what I
Thank
said.
you. Thank you. No, I heard you. Sorry. If I heard that wrong, I'm very sorry. We have a 3-game lead.
can
Elijah
take risks
is
like
in the
that.
back of the bus.
Hey, keep on making wrong picks. This gives me a chance to catch up.
Well, let's see what we're going to do with this one. We have the Women's WWE Championship Triple Threat match. We have Bayley versus Tiffany Stratton versus Naomi. Now, the fact that we got Tiffany Stratton in a championship match real quick is like, that was awesome. That is awesome.
That
We
would
had her
be
in
great.
an Elimination Chamber. Disappointed we didn't have her at WrestleMania, but that's okay. We got her in a championship match pretty quick, which is well-deserved. I love her character. She's very athletic, like great wrestler. But Bayley just won the championship last month, and she was hoping it would be more like her versus Naomi because she feel like Naomi deserved it. Tiffany did not respect that and got involved in their championship match, and now is involved in a triple threat. Let's see. So I believe yes, I get to pick first. like I said with Damian Priest, first title defense, it'll suck if you have to lose on your first try. I actually almost picked Tiffany Stratton. I almost did. I
Yeah.
was so close. But I see my girl Bailey winning. I see her winning. I do have a prediction though. I don't think she will keep this title long. As long as if Tiffany Stratton is still in this picture of the against her in the title defense, she's gonna lose that pretty soon than we think. I don't think she'll lose it now, but she will lose it soon. But at Backlash on Saturday, she is going to defeat Tiffany and Naomi, and will be walking out of France as still champion.
I like that pick. I'll follow up here. I'm also going to go with Bailey. I do think it's pretty awesome that Tiffany Stratton is already in a title shot, in a PLE, just doing her thing. Tiffany Stratton is the future, man. She's so good. I love Naomi. I think she not as big of a star as your Charlotte Flairs, your Baileys, your Becky Lynches, but definitely deserves to be in the title picture whenever she wants. I do think Naomi takes the pin here because if Tiffany were to take the pin, then it would kind of not bury her. I don't want to say bury her because she's still so young and so fresh on the roster, but it wouldn't be a good start to her main roster run. So I think Bailey retains. I think Naomi takes the pin, and I think Tiffany Stratton looks like an absolute star in this match.
Yeah, no. Real quick, I just want to say because we didn't even talk about Naomi. Naomi is a great wrestler as well. I think she's fantastic. It's just right now I feel like it's more Bailey and Tiffany. Don't know why. Just having that feel.
Yeah, I agree.
Naomi is a former Knockouts champion. All right,
Former
TNA
knockout champion. Former women's champion.
She had to drop the belt to get here.
SmackDown Women's Champion.
Pretty much.
Oh, she is exactly.
Yep. She's a dog.
Shout out Naomi, man. Naomi deserves her flowers.
I just want to make sure there's no disrespect to her. No disrespect, but Elijah, is there a sweep? Or do you have a different pick that can hurt you even more?
So maybe there is a sweep, maybe there's not. Like maybe you'll never know. How about that?
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Find out next episode. No, I'm kidding.
Can't really do that.
Let me watch the match first, then I'll make my pick.
Yeah.
I knew she was going to win.
No, I have Bailey winning this as well. I do agree with you, Devin, that I don't think the championship reign is going to last super long. Like, I don't think it's hitting a year. But I feel like, again, it is too early to take it from her, especially her finally getting that WrestleMania moment of winning the title at WrestleMania. It'd be a big bummer if she immediately lost it on her first defense. So I say, yeah, Bailey's gonna retain it and hold on to it at least for a few more months minimum.
I just want to say that this technically is not her first title defense. She did have a defense against Naomi on SmackDown.
First PLE
technicality.
title defense.
Yeah, we should say first PLE.
Figured I'd throw that out there. Sorry.
Let me throw an asterisk next to that. First PLE title defense.
There you go. All right. So that's a sweep right there. Now we have the main event. We have AJ Styles going against.
This isn't the announced main event, is it? We're just assuming. We're assuming this is going to be.
I'd be very shocked if it wasn't the
I
main
would
event
as well.
If it
isn't, then y'all can blame me.
Disregard.
Maui Jim versus.
Yeah, I forgot. It's Maui Jim. Maui Jim's the main event. What? Gosh, bro, is this gonna be like?
I'm stopping. I'm stopping.
No, I love Maui Jim. Maui Jim's my favorite wrestler, so we gotta keep talking about him.
This will be a recurring theme.
All right, the main event is AJ Styles versus Cody Rhodes, the brand new WWE champion. It's his first. First PLE title defense. He had his title defense in the UK. We want to count that and all that.
But we both Carmelo.
Yep, against Carmelo as well. So, and against AJ Styles, who I'm sorry, I just can't get over the fact that this guy, because he actually, this is like long-term storytelling, because he back in TNA fought Dusty Rhodes. Dusty Rhodes.
Yep.
And Now it's all coming full circle. But this is a whole new AJ Styles. This is not the one we thought. I mean, we still love him, but he's a big time heel, man. It's a different AJ. But now this is time for Cody to really show everyone, like, I am the face of the company. I can defend this, and I will. I'm sick and tired though of people giving Cody so much crap over here saying, "Oh, he's only had one match in 3 weeks." Oh my gosh, like, bro, he's on every SmackDown. Like, calm down.
I'll transition over into making my pick, but just to piggyback off of what you just said, we used to get a Roman Reigns appearance every 3 months, and we're complaining about one TV match every 3 weeks. Like,
it's sorry, I know I got out of hand right there.
The standard that Cody's going to be held to during this title defense, which it was going to be whoever dethroned Roman was going to be held to the standard.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But to transition to this match, I do like what you mentioned, AJ Styles versus Dusty Rhodes over in TNA, all the way full circle. AJ Styles versus Cody Rhodes. I think this match is going to be good, like just a good wrestling match. I'm very excited to see how this plays out. I don't think that there's not going to be any nonsense attached to this match at all. I think that it's just going to be straight up like good old fashioned wrestling match. I think that the fact that AJ Styles is still in world title pictures at this age, because you got to remember he was in the finals for the World Heavyweight Championship against Seth Rollins at the PLE, where they crowned Seth Rollins the inaugural world champion. So the fact that AJ Styles is still in title pictures at this age is really cool. I love AJ Styles so much. So the more of him that I get in my life, I'm happy. Cody Rhodes wins this. There's simply no shot that they take the title off Cody already. No chance. So I think Cody Rhodes wins this, but there's definitely going to be a Styles clash that makes us believe for a minute that it's done, but I don't see it happening.
No.
Bingo. I
think
the
Rage is going to be the middle rope, just like, oh my god.
This match is going to be awesome. This is going to be a really good match, but Cody takes it home.
Yeah. Go ahead, Elijah.
I also have Cody winning this. No disrespect to AJ Styles, it just wouldn't make sense for him to win story-wise, because everyone, with the whole story being like, oh, complete the story, and then he finally completes the story, and then they just go, oh yeah, and then he lost it next month. All right, story over, let's close the book. Like, what the fuck? Why?
Why would they do that?
Why would they do that?
Hey, he held it longer than his dad, so he had his moment.
Oh my god!
Go ahead.
No, Cody is like the new face of the company, deservedly so. And I feel like it's going to be an amazing match. Don't get me wrong, really good spots within that match, but at the end of the day, I think Cody is going to retain.
No, so I'm just gonna get right into it real quick because it's been frustrating me. Cody's gonna win. That's all everyone needs to know. But with all the slander that he's getting, just because, so there's comparisons of Swerve Strickland has 3 matches in 1 week. That's my champion. Cool. I'm nothing against Strickland. I love that's my guy.
Yeah, we just sent him praise
we did
on this podcast.
Last week.
Literally. But Cody literally had. So, of course, the first week, you gotta have his moment. He just won the biggest match of his life. And then he went into the UK and had 3 matches. 3 matches. And guess what? He came back next week. Oh, what? And had a match. He's doing everything that, listen, no, and this is no disrespect to Roman, because I love Roman. Roman did something that I'll probably never see in my lifetime again. But Cody is doing what Roman wasn't doing and showing up every week, showing up to all the live events, because he is the face now. He has that, he has to carry that everywhere, that he is the face. So anyone that's giving him crap about it, give it time, man. He's going to cook. Him and AJ are going to cook on Saturday, and guess what? The next PLE, he's going to cook that match. Oh, guess what? He's going to cook the next match, and the next match, and the next match, and the next match. Give this man some time, man. Because guess what? When him and Rock go against each other, when him and Roman go against each other again, y'all gonna be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe, oh, I'm so glad they did it. Give this man some time. That's
You
why
just
he's the
brought up-
face.
You just brought up something there. Sorry, Eli. It sounds like you were about to say something too. Mentioning The Rock there, I feel like the only thing, like the only disservice that they've done to this AJ versus Cody match is Cody's first promo was about The Rock,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and the following, I can't remember if he gave that promo on SmackDown or if it was on Raw, but that same week there was a number one contenders match for Cody's next opponent, and he like didn't even really mention it. Like he very, very briefly brought it up, and he gave flowers to LA Knight and AJ Styles. But it was like his promo was about The Rock, and it's like The Rock said 2 weeks ago that he wasn't going to be on TV anymore. Like why? I understand like
Yeah.
you want to keep it like in the in the realm of like, hey, remember this is happening, but also like I don't know, his first promo as champion was, or his first promo after his next opponent was about to be crowned was like about The Rock, and I understand why people were upset with that. Like I get it, but
Oh yeah.
you hit the nail on the head. Like people are so mad about this whole reign so far, and it doesn't make sense to me. It's rubbing me the wrong way.
Yeah, and I also want to put in a couple words with this. So I think I'm happy with both champions. Like when both, like for
Mhm.
example, like he brought up Swerve, how he has 3 matches in 1 week, and Cody only has 1 match, 1 televised match, and what was it,
Like 3 weeks.
or something like that.
Yeah.
I think it all depends on the story, because Cody could fight once a month, and I'd be like, yeah, that's fair. That's 100% fair.
Yeah.
That makes 100% sense. And for Swerve's story, it makes sense for him to be out there every single week, defending it every single week, because that's how his story was built up. So it makes sense both ways, but it is very frustrating when like people in either camp, whether if you think Swerve is a better champion or Cody's a better champion, or some discrepancy of like, oh, why is he doing this? Why is he doing that? I think with both of them, it just has to like just let them tell the story and then decide after the story's done.
Yeah. I
Like let
completely
them
agree
say
with
what
that.
they have to say, and then once the story's completely finished, then you can be like, man, why the hell did they do that? Or yeah, because I feel like a lot of people, and I'm guilty of this sometimes myself, we like to jump the gun. We like to
yeah.
like be in the middle of the story and be like, why the hell are they doing that? Doesn't make any sense. Because like I've done that multiple times. I've done that with the Damian Priest cash in, because I was like, man, the homie's never gonna do it. Like he's just gonna do this, or he's gonna cash in and lose. And then he cashes in and wins. And I'm like, you know what? That was a really good story. I was hating on it.
Yeah.
But I don't think they should have changed that in any sort of way. It's the same thing with the Cody or Swerve or whoever your champion you think should be. It's if it makes sense for the story, then there shouldn't be a discrepancy with it. If you have a preference, that's completely fine, but it should definitely be just, yeah, if you want your world champion fighting every single week and like defending it consistently, that's fucking cool. That's awesome. If you want your champion to be a prize fighter and be like, yeah, I'm only defending it at PLEs, nothing more, nothing less. Hey, if it makes sense in the story, that's cool, but let them tell the story.
IWC, back at it again. I know I got in a rant with that, and it kind of like started getting a topic. I just had to say that. So it's just frustrating. But like I said, it's the IWC. You can't control them.
No.
I mean, we are technically the IWC as well.
Yeah.
It's just, I feel like I want to have more common sense a little bit, just with like the title reigns. Like, when we're trying to compare title reigns with different companies, like, I just don't get it sometimes.
Mm.
Oh, man. So real quick before we end the night, boys, do you guys have any match of the nights? Like, you think what's going to be the best match of the night at Backlash?
I
Actually,
do. I think
yep.
I think that the women's triple threat is going to be the match of the night. I'm very, very excited for that match. I feel like it hasn't really gotten any buzz, but that's honestly the match that I'm most excited about. And now with the introduction of Nia Jax onto the SmackDown roster, I feel like maybe that could play a part, because triple threat, technically no DQ. So if we get a Nia Jax appearance, I wouldn't be surprised about that. But
Oh, yeah.
I think
Jeez.
I think the triple threat's going to be my favorite match of the night for sure.
What about you, Elijah?
Yeah, I was originally gonna say triple threat as well, but to be
Sorry.
different, I think the Cody AJ is gonna be really, really, really good too.
Mhm.
Because it's kind of predictable of like, yeah, Cody's gonna win, but the in-ring work that both of them are capable of is phenomenal. No pun intended.
Good one.
And
Yeah.
but it is though, and it's just like it.
Yeah.
I think it would definitely, it'll definitely blow like expectations out the water, and I think it'll be a really amazing match.
I didn't want to copy anyone, but Zach and I, we're going to copy because we have the same mind, I guess. I think the triple threat match will be awesome as well. I just think all three wrestlers, they're just going to have a banger. Just like Sheamus is at their banger, at their banger,
Banger
after
after
banger.
banger.
But no, like I just think that with I think with Tiffany Stratton in it as well, like she's gonna get that experience from the other two wrestlers, and they're just that chemistry is gonna just click like that, and she's just gonna follow suit, and I see moonsaults happening, I see submissions happening, I see jumping out of the ring, I see false finishes happening left and right here. Just because it's a triple threat match, anything can happen. Anyone get pinned. The champion does not be pinned to lose the championship. So it's gonna be interesting. All right, I think we're done. What a crazy episode! What a crazy episode! Shout out to Maui Jim. Shout out to. Thank y'all for coming and listening to our podcast. If you are on YouTube, a new listener, please hit that subscribe button. If you like it, press that like button, please. If you're on Spotify, follow us, please. Follow us on our social media. We have X/Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Follow us all on that. We're so grateful for you guys for listening to us, and we'll see y'all next week.
Peace.
Let's see.